Hello and welcome to the Butte County SELPA Assistive Technology Tools and Considerations series. Assistive technology is an umbrella term for all the types of tools that a disabled person might use to access their world, and in this case, their education. Popular and well-known assistive technology tools include wheelchairs, hearing aids, and text-to-speech. AT tools for communication help students express themselves when their speech is difficult to understand or they don't produce speech. AT tools for communication are called augmentative and alternative communication, or AAC. It's augmentative if the student has speech, but maybe it's difficult to understand, like a lot of articulation errors. Then that AAC device augments or improves the communication they already have. And it can be an alternative method of communication if the student does not produce any speech at all. And there's a whole continuum of AAC tools from no tech, like signs and gestures, light tech, like paper based communication boards or books, mid tech devices, which usually have batteries in them and you record your voice into them and they're button based, and then high tech devices, which are computer based and have thousands and thousands of words within them. And really, the high tech is the gold standard. Just like any of us, AAC users use a variety of communication methods, and your AAC users may use multiple methods, including light tech, mid tech, high tech, and no tech. But we always want to make sure that our students do have access to the most vocabulary possible because they're never going to be able to learn and use that vocabulary unless they have access to it. Disabilities that are commonly linked to AT for communication include autism, cerebral palsy, apraxia, Down syndrome, and selective mutism. High-tech devices are usually recommended by the student's SLP or AAC specialist, and at school you typically see iPads with a communication app such as TD Snap, Touch Chat, Lamp, or Proloquo to Go. And the actual app and the configuration of that app just depends on that student's individual needs. Talking buttons, those mid-tech devices can be purchased online through websites such as Enabling Devices, Attainment, and AbleNet, and the paper-based light tech communication boards and books can be made or created on websites such as Boardmaker, LessonPix, Project Core, and Glint. Some common misconceptions about students using AAC is that if they're using an iPad, it's just a toy. If they're using AAC, it's going to prevent them from developing verbal speech, and the misconception that they just need to learn how to talk. The truth is that, like any language, AAC has a developmental trajectory. And in the early stages, it looks like play, but it's really babble, which is necessary for language development. Also, all the research demonstrates that AAC does not do any damage to verbal speech. If anything, it improves an individual's ability to use verbal communication. If you have a student who uses an AAC system, please ask your speech therapist to guide that process and help you in the classroom. You also want to make sure that device is always out and available and encourage it to be used, and treat any word that comes out of that device as if it came right out of the student's mouth. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are here to support you. You can email SELPA support, SELPA support at bcoe.org, and they will connect you with your site AT consultant. Or you can find us on the web at bit.ly/Butte SELPA-ATAAC. Thank you.